My friends, welcome to Talk Casual. I'm broadcasting live in the Fly Casual headquarters here in the Outer Rim. Tonight's just me. The dancing monkey is having a bit of a banana break, so it'll be the Grandmaster Assault Ariel for tonight. Just a quick update for tonight. It's just a big small Q&A and some changes that I've made for the channel. Nothing too major. We're not going anywhere. Just I thought I would update the viewers on certain changes that I've been making, I've been thinking, and we'll probably see in the future. So one of the main things that you've probably recently found is that the channel has now become monetized. So you'll now be seeing ads on there. So unfortunately, Ian and I did pride ourselves of not actually monetizing the channel. We have always thought that the channel never needed to be monetized. Thanks. That's what happens when you're in lockdown. So we always thought that we never needed monetizing. We didn't want to. We didn't like it. We always pride ourselves in just ad-free videos. But we're thinking that now that, especially with Google and its analytics, is kind of screwing us over, and we thought that maybe just present monetizing as low as we could go, trying to put like skippable ads or something like that. We would get some kind of viewership up, because at the present time our viewership is stuck around the 2,500 viewers. It's kind of been stuck there for about a year or so. So we're just trying to see what we can do to change things up. Of course, that's not the other things we've changed up as well. Unfortunately, because of the lockdown that we are at the moment stuck in here in Victoria, our main service of X Wing and Armada streaming has dried up, so we haven't been able to make actual post any Armada streams or X Wing streams, and that's become a bit of a downside to what's happened to us here. So we'll still continue on doing different things. As I said, I've monetized YouTube now, and also for those viewers on Twitch, I've decided to rebrand the Twitch channel from Fly Casual Raw to Fly Casual Live, just to keep on track of what we're doing and our brand being the same name. Of course, Fly Casual's already been taken on Twitch, but Fly Casual Live sounded a little bit better than Raw. So just a bit of a cleanup on Twitch as well. Also, those viewers who do watch us on YouTube or Twitch and have Discord, our chat does work through Discord as well now. I've fixed that up as well. Yeah, I know, Clint, believe me, if you search Armada, Star Wars Armada, we never show up for some weird reason. We are probably one of the biggest Armada streamers in Australia, and for some reason our videos don't come up. So look, probably have to change analytics. So I have to watch a couple of videos on what popular searches are. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but we'll try different things and see how it goes. So back to Twitch, back to Discord. Discord. So if you're on your, say, watching TV and watching us on, say, YouTube or Twitch, you can bring up the Discord app on your phone and chat on the app there, and it'll come up on the chat as well. So you can use Discord as well now, and that's working up again. We had some issues before of not working the link, so now it's working now, so everything's all good there. So yeah. Yes, I know, Clint, we are working on it. So there's some small little changes there again. Hopefully those are slight changes I've made right now to the channel. It shouldn't have hurt a lot of people, so I do apologize for the ads now. I hope to be as minimal as I can with the ads. Now with content, I'm going to do more Talk Casuals, not with just Ian himself and I'm trying to get other hosts, other guests involved. I'm going to have other people talking about certain ships and certain stuff in Armada. For those, I should point out to the elephant in the room, we were going to do an X-Wing unboxing tonight, but we feel like that we just couldn't get the ships tonight. The ships are out in Australia right now, but Ian and I felt we just aren't really the X-Wing experts anymore. What we'll do is, for those X-Wing viewers that do still watch us, I know we are losing a bit of X-Wing viewership, and that's understandable as we kind of more focus into Armada these days. We will still stream Armada, X-Wing games, casual X-Wing games, jank X-Wing games. There'll always be jank X-Wing games, tournaments at Tezza's. I don't see that dropping off anytime, but probably like in-depth analysis on ships that we used to do for X-Wing, it's probably going to be dropping off. We'll do unboxing X-Wing kit unboxings because we do have a good relationship with Tezza, and thanks to him for letting us stream in his store, and our proud sponsor of Flight Casual. We'll still keep, when we still get those boxes, those kits, we'll certainly do unboxings there. So yeah, so that will continue on. So those X-Wing viewers who are still with us, don't drop off. We will still have some X-Wing jank on there, not as much as we used to, but the stuff will be there because yeah, I feel like we still got a little bit of X-Wing, but not as much as we used to. As I said before, the X-Wing unboxing that we did for the new kits that were out this year was probably one of the first ones on YouTube to actually show that off, and we were the first store to get that, to promote that out. So I think that's still going to go on, but most definitely the focus will be on Armada. So definitely I'll be working on more Armada content, live streaming. As I said, I'll have some guests coming on. I'm still working on the guests. Hopefully get some big guests come on. I know our Armada viewership, especially the SA boys, love us, so definitely we'll get that going. Other things I want to introduce are prizes. I'm looking at going down that prize pool thing. I am still working on the card series, the Armada card series. I've kind of stopped just in case they decide to make... the problem is I'm thinking now is what commanders they're going to change points with the Armada 1.5 change. So I'm just waiting for new cards. We're hoping for a new Grand Moff Tarkin points adjustment. I know Games with James is waiting for that, and I have the perfect art for that. So when that does come out, I will definitely show that off. I've got that card almost ready to go. I'm just worried about the points, what points is going to be or what it's not going to be. So I will leave it to there. Though there is a new card that I have created for a special event, but I'll get that to that now. I'll show that off, and for those people who do attend that event, they'll have first dibs on this card. So let's head on to that event. So people, unfortunately, we weren't able to have Armada Nationals this year due to what's been happening around the world. This was called off by Let's Play Games here in Australia. So our good friend David Grounds has decided to make his own Armada Nationals. So anyone who plays TTS, Tabletop Simulator, and has the Armada add-on there, you can join. Make sure you can join in the TTS and Nationals for this year. Now, he was supposed to start tomorrow, the tournament, but it looks like numbers are a bit down at the moment, so he might skip that for next week for the first round to start. So I believe what's going to happen is there's going to be 1 week per round. So you'll do your round that week, and then the next week you'll do your next round. So it won't be like a 2-day tournament, probably a couple of week tournament for that. So yeah, so you haven't signed up, definitely hit going into the Discord, Armada Discord, the Tabletop Simulator, the Australian New Zealand one. If you don't definitely, if you don't have got the link for that, go to our Facebook page. I definitely have a link for that and all the details for there. I'll definitely pump that up again and I'll put that on top of the Facebook page. So definitely, if you are missing your Armada fix like I am itching for some Armada. Join up. It's a $10 fee, and you'll get hands on some very exclusive card. And speaking of the card, this is the card that I've actually made. So I've made the Leia Organa card. Obviously, we've dubbed her for the Australian Nationals Sheila Organa. So this will be the new card that all participants will be getting if they join the TTS Armada Nationals. As you can see, it's the new points cost. So that will be the new card. So the new rules that we know are going to be enforced. So for 1.5 rules. And the layer cost will be enforced in that tournament. So a nice giveaway there. So if you don't get the card, that's all good. I will be making more fly casual ones with just Leia Organa there. This is just a special promo card for all those participants who join us in this week or next week. I'll probably say next week. I'll keep it to that. So definitely join up if you're missing your Armada action. I've joined in. I'm not a big fan of the TTS. Don't get me wrong. It's a great tool. It's fantastic. It's perfect for some people who can't get to store or can't do that. But I prefer the physical thing in my hand. I just cannot. Don't get me wrong. It's a good tool, but a computer is for computer games. Armada is a tabletop game. I love the models. I love the dice. I love the cards. I like the mess. Here it's just a bit too clunky. It just doesn't feel right. But you know, beggars can't be choosers right now. So definitely join up and play a couple of games of Armada. As I said, I'm probably missing out a lot of Armada these days. It's been a while since I played Armada, and it's starting to hurt a lot. So that's it for me tonight. I really don't have much to say. I was just really here to say on the changes that are coming up. As I said, I will be making some changes to the programming, and hopefully we'll be back to Armada streaming. Hopefully very shortly. Any questions, guys? Any ideas? Any thoughts? Any suggestions? Definitely ask us away, and I'll be more than happy to answer. And definitely just promote the channel. I feel like we're stuck in this small little rut, and I feel like that. I think you guys could help us out and promote the channel and say, hey, we're still here. So if there's anything else tonight, guys, I think that's it. I don't have anything much else to really say. I didn't have much. It was more of a small kind of just an update on the channel. One thing I really want to do is when Clone Wars actually starts pumping up, starts to get actually promoted on FFG, is kind of give you a guide on new players. There's definitely for new players who are buying into Clone Wars, what to do, what to get, because I feel like that some people are saying they're going to buy 2 core sets, and I'm like, well, do you really need 2 core sets? There's certain things that will be in the core set, and then Wave 1 will come along. But I definitely want to talk about that a bit later when we have a little bit more info about the actual sets themselves, when we actually get the spoiler previews. And that's probably one thing we're all waiting for, the spoiler previews. You'd think that they would come probably next month or early November. So yeah, I'm waiting for that. And as I said, there's not much Armada news or Armada action, and that's probably where it's hurting us the most with subscribers. So yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have any comments, queries, doubtful points, definitely leave us a comment. I will definitely will be back with more Armada X-Wing action as soon as we can. You know, I hope sometime in November we'll be back actually streaming some X-Wing or Armada, but again, we've been almost about 200 days under lockdown here in Victoria, and yes, Clint, Poland is in this weekend, but that's not us, Clint. We're not doing Poland. That's probably one of the biggest things that kind of annoys me when I'm watching live Armada events, is everyone else is doing it. Like, just watching the SA boys do their Armada events is kind of like, I'm grinding my teeth right now. But, well, that's how life is right now. So hopefully very shortly we'll get some Armada streaming happening and X-Wing streaming. Yeah, because that's one thing we really miss doing. Especially like last year we did Nationals, Armada Nationals. That's probably one of our biggest highlights of streaming to you guys, doing that stream and having doing that interview with the champion at the end, and thanks to Tabletop Warfare for all that as well. We're still missing that action, that the sense of camaraderie we get when we meet up, and that sense of, as Clint calls it, fun. We're missing that fun right now, and yeah, it's really tough right now, going through the motions of sitting at home and just watching previous bat reps and watching the fun we used to have. So hopefully but surely we'll be there, and we'll be back on track. So please guys, stick with us. We'll be back on air. As I said, sign up for TTS Armada Nats. Again, I'll post some details on the Fly Casual Facebook page. And as I said, we'll be continue on with different content coming up very shortly. I think that's all for tonight, guys. I think I said that before, but I think that's it for me. I don't think of anything else. If any of you guys have any comments that you want to bring up, I know that there's 3 of you watching right there. I know, Clint, that you missed. I miss your kittens. I miss the Minister of Fun bringing out his kittens out and having fun with them. So that's one thing I do miss, just the camaraderie around the fun stuff we used to say about Ian and Task Force Numbnuts and Monkey Rolls and just all that stuff that you kind of miss out on being live. You know, TTS is a great, as I said, is a great tool, but it's just not the same. So, as I said, check us on Twitch. As I said, we are Fly Casual Live now instead of Fly Casual Raw. As I said, bit of changes there. Nothing major, just a name change. That's all it is. As I said before, Discord now works. So if you, as I said, you can comment on Discord, join our Discord page, trying to get that up and running a bit more. Post your Armada fleets, and Ian and I can definitely have a look and say if we like it or not. And yeah, definitely join in, subscribe, share as much as you can about us. I just want to start getting to a little bit more than 2.5K subscribers. As I said, we're still here. We're still going to make content. Ian and I will be here to harass each other. Yes, we'll get off the screen. Relax, Ash. I know it's nothing that you really want to hear. Go and eat your Mars bar. Hangry? God, jeez, you're still always angry with me, aren't you? Just while I was watching a couple of your games, just having on the background while I'm doing my work, because I'm working from home at the moment for the government, and just listening to you, just be hangry. But yeah, just little things like that we all miss. But yeah, so as I said, guys, X-Wing, especially for our X-Wing viewers, just stick with us, guys. I know it's not as much as you want to see, but I know we'll always stream X-Wing. There's always X-Wing. It's always been the first love. It's not going to be the greatest again on here, but we always have, always have Jank on it. Trash, Steve, just Dutch. They always will bring X-Wing Jank to put onto screen, and we'll definitely and proudly stream any of those games onto there. So The main issue with X Wing is for us is kind of the first time in this year we tried to, I think it was early this year, we tried to run a tournament, and for the first time ever in X-Wing we didn't get enough players to run a tournament, and that was the first time ever. Like, we had issues with Armada, and we understand Armada having issues with that, but X-Wing, we didn't have to say anything. It'd be 8 or 9 players, 10 players showing up for X-Wing. Now we only had like two or three players show up for X-Wing for a tournament, and we had to cancel it. So it's one of those things that you just like, well, you can only do what you can do. So but we will still be showing Armada and X-Wing, X-Wing Jank, X-Wing Flight Nights, X-Wing Thursday nights on at Tez's. So don't be discouraged on what you see here. We're more of Armada guys, but will always still be place for X-Wing, and Ian and I will still play X-Wing as more of a casual kind of thing these days, instead of being a bit serious as we used to be. So but definitely stay on board, guys. For Armada viewers, as I said, when Clone Wars comes out, that's when we'll hit the ground running. We'll have more streams, and we'll have more content on for new players, definitely for new players who want to join Clone Wars. All right, okay, that's it, guys. Again, I'm going to say it for the third time. It's going to sound like a broken record. That's it for me tonight, guys. As I said, we'll be back shortly. We are working on things, and I'm definitely on behind the scenes working on brand new content. So thank you for joining in tonight. I know it's a bit of a short one, and it's a bit of a kind of a housekeeping one, but I did want to open it up to questions or answers, queries or thoughts, but it doesn't look like it's just the same peanut gallery that comes in and harasses me, but harasses Ian and I. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and remember, like, subscribe, like us on Facebook, and fly casual!